The graveyard is the inevitable end for every human being who comes into the world. Don't think of ordinary cemeteries. What you will see in this video will give you chills. You won't even want to get close. Let's explore it together. Located in Spain, this place is located around the city of Burgos, about 200 kilometers north of Madrid. For Good, Bad and Ugly, one of the most magnificent movies in the world, this cemetery was fictionalized and the legendary triple duel scene was shot. The construction of the set was done by the Spanish Army. After filming in the summer of 1966, the set was abandoned with its materials. The movie set, which was buried 20 centimeters under the ground for 50 years, was brought to light by the efforts of volunteers in an established association. This terrible cemetery is flooded with visitors by fans of the movie. Egyptian Catacombs. These tombs, which are connected to each other by tunnels, have a terrifying atmosphere. A catacombs containing corridors filled with numerous mummies was discovered by archaeologists in an ancient cemetery in the Gebel area. The entrance to the underground cemetery is through a narrow well. Hundreds of mummies have been found in this place where excavations are still ongoing. The mummies are in very good condition. Many mummies even have bandages on them. Pieces of papyrus were also found in the tombs. These fragments helped reveal the history of the tombs, which can be traced back to early Roman and Byzantine history. The discovery of this magnificent tomb is a huge step in human history. But the scary atmosphere of this catacombs is the kind of place you definitely wouldn't want to be in. This cemetery, located in the middle of the Halloween forest, has a spooky atmosphere. It resembles the works of the last people left in the post-apocalyptic world. This place, which grows with new deaths every day, gives the impression that it will integrate with the forest after a while. Time seems to stand still here. You have no other thought but death. Even the most ordinary person is covered by a deep thought. We understand that what we can change in the world is limited by our age and energy. Of course, one day our energy will run out and we will be buried in a deep silence. In this world, at least. The Old Jewish Cemetery is among the oldest surviving Jewish burial grounds in the world, and along with the Old New Synagogue, it is the most important site in the Prague Jewish town. It was founded in the first half of the 15th century. The earliest tombstone dates back to 1439. The last burial took place 348 years later. Although the cemetery was expanded several times over the centuries, it was still not big enough to meet the needs of the Jewish town. As space was scarce, bodies were buried on top of each other, with graves layered up to 10-meter deep. The National Geographic magazine lists it among the top 10 cemeteries to visit around the world. There are about 12,000 tombstones in the cemetery, many decorated with animal and plant motifs. In the late 18th century, when major public health problems tied to the city's cemeteries led to a decision to transfer their contents to an underground site. Paris authorities chose an easily accessible site that was, at the time, located outside the capital, the former Thomassoir quarries under the plain of Montrouge. The first evacuations were made from 1785 to 1787 and concerned the largest cemetery in Paris, the Saint-Innocent Cemetery. 20 meters underground, in a labyrinth of galleries, We are in this eerie cemetery built with bones, containing the remains of several million Parisians. This unique space recalls the history of Parisians and invites visitors on a timeless journey.